Rashida Strober is the first person and only person in the world to focus exclusively on dark skin and has been doing so since '98, as demonstrated by a 20-year body of work. Meet the founder and inventor of the first movement in history for dark skin, Rashida Strober, the world's first dark skin activist, founder of dark skin activism, created in 1998, as she's interviewed in Harlem.
All right, so I am here with Rashida Strober, finally getting a chance to meet her face to face. We have, she's been on my show twice.
Yep.
Me and Unique. Yep. Unique should be logging on soon. And, you know, there were a few people that didn't get a chance to hear the interview, which they can log on and see. Who is that? See, I can't even see. Because I'm so what? Heather Shack. Okay, so let me just say something about Heather really quickly. Mm-hmm. Heather enjoyed you so much the first time that you were on the show. She was actually one of the ones that was like, no, she has to come back. Thank you, Heather. Again. So I don't know, Heather, if you have a question, but we don't have a lot of time. But if you don't have a question that you want to pose, I just want to start off with a question that I've asked Rashida a million times before, which is what inspired her to do a dark-skinned woman's revenge. So in case y'all didn't hear the answer on my show, she can answer now.
Yeah, just my life experiences of wanting to tell my truth. That's really wanting to tell my truth. In 1998, Rashida created dark skin activism, the first movement in history to advocate for dark skinned people, and called herself the dark skin activist. Rashida created the phrases dark skin activist and dark skin activism. Rashida also coined Darkism. She is the first person in recorded history to create a movement of this kind. She is the first artist, author, actress, YouTuber, and social commentator to focus her work only on dark skin, and unlike anyone else, has been doing so since 1998. She's written more books on dark skin than anyone worldwide, making her the authority on dark skin. Her books can be found at darkskinactivist.com. Rashida has been touring the country since 2006, giving lectures of her play and Darkism talks. The 20-year legacy of the dark skin activist continues. For more information on Rashida's 20 plus years as the world's first dark skin activist, visit darkskinactivist.com. Share, donate, like, and subscribe. All right, what's going on, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is the world's first and only dark skin activist, the creator, the inventor, the architect, the designer of the first platform in history for dark skin. And no matter how many of you black women out there plagiarize and rip off my work, yep, I'm always say it because I'm gonna speak the truth. People could be mad. I don't care about people being mad for me speaking the truth. You're not the dark skin activist. It's only one creator of the first movement in history to ever advocate for dark skin. And what did you do? I'm gonna call you out. In 2015, when I beefed with Kendrick Lamar, because it was my own beef, he ain't beef with me, the man don't know me personally, about his darkism, y'all said I was crazy. Y'all made video after video. I'm talking about black women now. Y'all made video after video saying that the dark skin activist was crazy. You mocked me, then you copied me, but none of you, I don't respect none of you. You're not the dark skin activist. Now, with that being said, and I'm going to take a quick commercial break, y'all. Be right back. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I hope I'm giving you guys a moment to join me, because I know that this is very impromptu. Good morning, Ramon. Good morning. This is very, 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 very impromptu here, but I just had to speak on it because on my phone, I'm going to tell y'all how I found out about this incident that's going on here with Remy Ma, and I got a lot to say about this situation here. On my phone, it popped up on my phone. Here it is right here. I get all these updates from these different, I don't even know how this thing popped up on my phone, but it's off of Google. I get all these updates constantly. What is going on here? I don't want that. From Google about different people. And so I don't know if you guys could see that. My phone kind of messed up. But as you can see, this is something about Wendy Williams, and it just comes on your stuff like automatically. And then this is something about Remy Ma. So the story is from, let's see, who is this from? The Shade Room. That's what it's saying here. So apparently, I don't know how they do this. They must be somehow integrated with Google, where they write stories on different people and topics, and it comes up on somebody's phone. But anyway, I happened to run across this story on my phone, and the headline is Remy Ma reportedly under investigation for allegedly punching Love and Hip Hop New York cast member. And this person's name, let me click the link on. Her name is Brittany Taylor. All right. Now I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm not one that watches Love and Hip Hop like that. But Remy Ma is from, I told y'all, I grew up in the 90s. I'm a child of the 80s and a teenager in the 90s. So Remy Ma came along. I would kind of group her in that 90s era of rappers that came along. So of course I know of who Remy Ma is. All right. So, this is alleged here, because here's the thing. I like to go off of evidence and proof. Okay. Even though this story is being reported that Remy Ma is under investigation, I have yet to see, and if anybody got any evidence and proof that Remy Ma actually punched this young lady in the eye, I believe it was, show proof of it. But here's what I want to say, and I live by this. Let me preface it with saying this. I grew up in the hood. I got 5 brothers. I'm the only girl. So I grew up in the hood as sort of a tomboy. I will admit to that, because of all the brothers that I had climbing trees. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, just being around a bunch of boys, a bunch of testosterone. So y'all can hate on the dark skinned activists, because I'm still beautiful and black and wonderful and feminine, and I'm still the world's first and only dark skinned activist. And by the way, I want to let everybody know real quick that I've added another date for my Understanding Darkism course. So now it's going to be on May 21st. So if you don't make the April 23rd, which is next Tuesday, and I'm hoping that you get it, I'm offering these are going to be ongoing courses. So I've just added another date, and I want to let everybody know. And this is the April 23rd course. And I put both of the links for the April 23rd course and also the May 21st course. Okay. And I've updated the May 21st course because I want to let everybody know that the new price for the course/seminar is going to include the book. And the old price for the April 23rd, that was the introductory price, folks. I can't be giving y'all my precious intellectual property for free. I already came on here and let you guys know, and y'all already know that I have been plagiarized, copied, ripped off, stolen from. Okay, I'm not giving away my hard-earned, hard work intellectual property for free. So I'm just gonna be upfront and straight up with y'all about that. So the April 23rd course/seminar was an introductory offer, and the price was lower. And now the price has changed. It is going to be probably the price for a while. It may go up. It just all depends. That's why you get in on it now. But it also includes, this time, it includes the book Darkism. So you will not have to worry about purchasing the book Darkism outside of it. If you purchase my May 21st course, you will get the book Darkism. I will send you a copy of the book. So I have included both links in the description to this live. So you can take the April 23rd course, or you can take the May 21st course, your choice. All right. So if you have any questions about any of this, all you have to do is email me, and I will be putting this on my website. You guys will be able to purchase the course from my website real soon, darkskinactivist.com. This is my website. There will be a link that will take you directly to the course. So just give me a moment, hold up, give me a chance. I'm getting that together right now. You'll be able to go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, where you will be introduced, for some of you, to the founder of the Darkism and Colorism movement, the world's first and only dark skin activist, Rashida Strober. So somewhere on my website, there will be, and it'll probably be on this homepage, you'll be able to just go and click the link and be able to purchase the Darkism course, the Understanding Darkism course. All right. So with that being said, I grew up in the hood. Like I told y'all, I grew up in the hood. Now, I'm not saying that because I'm proud, because I'm going to tell you right now, I personally don't really care to have my children around certain types of people in the hood. I don't care to. And it could be any hood. It could be a hood where there's black people, white people, Spanish people. I don't care. Because what I have seen, it's your birthday, Ramon? All right. Happy birthday to you. Shout out to you. What I have seen is an experience, and people can get mad all they want to, is there's a lot of violence in the hood. And we seem to think that it's cool to be violent, and it's not. Now, there's a difference between self-defense, which I'm all for, because I've never been the type of person. I've seen it in the hood. I've seen people get bullied. I've seen people jump on people. They tried it with one of my brothers. I'll never forget. My brother did not. He was one of them quiet people that didn't talk much. But if you put your hands on him, it was over. And I'm literally the same way. I don't believe in bullying. I don't believe in looking at a person, sizing them up. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that about you. So I'm going to attack you. We don't do that over here. I believe, however, don't ever get it up in self-defense. In self-defense, there is a difference, my friends, between self-defense and just being a regular old bully and being violent. There's so much violence in the hood. I don't even want my kids a part of it. Okay. I don't even, and I hate to say this, when you go to school around your own people, they want to come for you. And y'all can say what y'all want. I really don't give a damn, because I know what I'm talking about. I've experienced it. I told you I grew up in the hood. I've seen many of fights. I've been in fights. I've had people jump on me because they was too afraid to handle it one-on-one. So they gotta, this is how I go down the hood. You understand what I'm saying? I'll never forget. I had these two girls. She was upset. The sister and the ex-girlfriend was upset that I was now dating. I didn't even know this girl from Adam. That I was dating the brother, and she got angry, and I'm walking in the store minding my business. I've always been the type of person to mind my business. It's very important. I would never advocate a person just start and mess with somebody for no reason. You don't do that. And I'm also the type of person, you can say whatever you want out of your mouth to me, but I'm not going to touch you. Only time a person gets touched is if you touch me first. That's how it goes. Because I'm not bothered by what people say. I mean, I've been online for years, and people have called me out of my names, all kinds of stuff. I'm just unbothered by it. But I draw the line if you touch me. Just don't touch me. Just don't touch me. Say whatever you want. Just don't touch me. Understand me clearly. I'm walking in the store, and it's a store in the hood. I must have been around, I was probably around like 17. And I'm walking in the store, and by the way, I was walking in the store. You know who you is, with a supposed best friend of mine. This chick was dark skinned, supposed best friend, supposed. And I'm walking in the store, and I hear some girl say, "There she go. We gonna get her when she come out the store." So you say that, okay? I told y'all I grew up in the hood. around 5 brothers who was always fighting. So I might don't let glasses fool. I know what it is. So I hear that. Okay, I'm preparing myself mentally when I walk out the store. And sure enough, these 2 baboons, these 2 violent, ignorant, and I can say this about them because I'm nonviolent. But again, I believe in self-defense because, folks, there is a difference between just being violent and wanting to get at somebody and self-defense. And I always will allow people to say what they want because it's freedom of speech. But when you put your hands on me, you've crossed the line. I have to defend myself. That's the first law of human nature, self-defense. Okay? But I don't advocate jumping people, hitting people because you don't like what they said. I don't advocate none of that. You got to be adult enough about things to let it ride and let people talk. As long as they don't come attacking you and putting their hands on you, they're good. People gonna say all kinds of stuff out their mouth. But let me get back to the story. So I walked out the store, and yeah, they were baboons, definitely hot messes, real ugly. They were baboons. So I walked out the store, and sure enough, I was attacked by these 2 baboons. But it was all good because by the time it was all over, I would like to say shout out to some of the hood dudes because when they saw my supposed best friend at this time, when she seen this, she left me hanging. She didn't even help. She walked away. But the guys that were outside of the store, shout out to them. And this was like years ago, like way in the 90s. They was like, that's wrong. They when they seen my so-called friend walk away, dark skin from New Jersey. Yep. If you're ever watching this, you know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say your name out of respect, but you did walk away from you. You left me hanging that time. And that's why I don't trust people. That's just one of the main reasons. I'm gonna get at a lot of things. You can't trust a lot of people. You got to move in certain ways that is going to protect yourself at the end of the day. Okay. They do. Yes, it is very. That's a lot of people think that the South is like, I'm telling you, it's hood. I literally grew up in the hood, and being the only girl and I was like small, I was skinny. People thought that they could try me. You can't do that with me. You couldn't do that with me, should I say, growing up, because, people would just look at me and size me up. And I was like, and I never would bother anybody. I'd be minding my business. But chicks in the hood will find reasons to come for you. You could be the nicest person. That's why I want my daughter associating with some of these people, because I already know what they do. And I'm never going to put up with the BS. I don't take BS off of people like that. I know how to deal with it peacefully. Like I said, I draw the line. If you touch me, then we got to deal with a question of an issue of self-defense. But they'll come for you for how your hair look, for how your clothes look, and you could be pretty. It doesn't matter. They'll come for you. And it's, let me tell you, growing up, it happened to me more times than I can count. And I was a very quiet, introverted person. But the irony of it is, this quiet, introverted person has been in more fights than I could even count growing up. It was wild, because the underlying thing with me is I was never willing to put up with people in a mess in terms of attacks. Again, say what you want out your mouth, but don't touch me. We draw the line when you put your hands on somebody. But this is how it works in the hood. And you always have to have a mentality that of self-defense. It just is what it is. And growing up around 5 brothers, seeing them fight constantly, man, let me get back to the story, because I got so many stories that I could tell y'all. Growing up down here in St. Petersburg, in the heart of the hood, with violent, jealous, crazy, ignorant people that I want nothing to do. Some of these people, I see them to this day, and I got a lot of anger. It wells up in me, but you got to control it. They might see me. They might even speak. I ain't going to say one word to you. If I don't like you, you're going to know it, because I'm not going to say nothing to you. I'm not fake and phony. I'm just going to keep it pushing. Just keep it pushing. You don't have to chit chat with people. You don't have to have small talk with people. And people have accused me of being stuck up, rude. But I mean, I'm not being rude. I know I don't like you. Maybe you did something to me. Maybe we had some type of, there's no need for me to there's no need for me to go on pretending. The best way is to keep it moving and keep it peaceful. And that's how I live my life. Again, I draw the line. Just don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me. Simple as that. So I walk out the store, and this so-called best friend of mine from Jersey, I might have to tell y'all a long drawn-out story about that, but anyway, she was a best friend of mine from Jersey, supposed. When she saw the two girls jump on me, she got ghost, was nowhere to be found. Even after the fight was over with, I couldn't even find her, y'all. She was gone. And at that point in time, growing up as the only girl, I always knew that I was on my own in that respect. My brothers would teach me certain things. You here by yourself, this is what you got to do. So it was already ingrained in my head in terms of understanding how to walk alone. So that never really bothered me. It was the fact that you're supposed to be my friend. Okay, cut her off. We finished. That's it. I'm done. But anyway, shout out to the dudes that was outside the store, because they did. They saw that it was really the girl that was dating the guy that was angry, but I guess the sister was instigating it. So they pulled the sister off, and they just let me and the girl go at it. And you know, I mean, I've had my share of wins and losses, but this was this was a win, clearly, and this was a win. And I'm not bragging. I'm just telling y'all what happened. This is what actually happened. And you know, handled that. Came out clean. No scars. Hair still intact. We used to wear the buns and the rolls, and it was all good. Walked away and went on about my business. But this is what goes down in the hood. So I told y'all that long-winded story. Okay, but I got let me see. This is Miko. You said, hi Rashida, I watched your activism video. Why are you not addressing collective activism? Do you rate channels? Okay, listen, I'm going to go ahead because I see what's happening here, and I'm not going to put up with it. We're not going to do that today. We're not going to do that. We're not. See, this is what I mean by, this is an example of how people on social media, they'll come and they'll try to provoke you. So I understand provokement. But what I've also learned, and I have really learned this is very, very important. This is a lesson that I want to actually impart to the young people, whether you be dark skin, light skin, brown skin. One of the greatest things that you can learn is self-control. Self-control, especially in the hood, being a black, because if you lack self-control, it could get you in a lot of trouble. And I told my son this is one of the ways that I was able to keep him out of a lot of trouble. I would always tell him self-control and the African ideal of being peaceful if possible. Try to be peaceful with a person if possible. So this whole Remy Ma situation, and it's alleged to me because I have not seen any physical evidence of her doing this. But if in fact Remy Ma did put her hands on this person, it was uncalled for. And I'm going to tell you guys why it's uncalled for. And I'm going to tell you guys what I think from a multiplicity of angles here. I'm going to talk about Cardi B. It was uncalled for because here's the thing about Remy Ma. Everybody know what Remy Ma did, okay? And a lot of people, I feel, right now to this day are rooting for Remy Ma. People were happy and proud that this woman, you know, she turned her life around. She married a wonderful black man who stuck by her side. You understand what I'm saying? When she was locked down, who supported her. He was there for her. You know, she's got this rap career. She was able to get out and continue with her rap career, get her money, get her notoriety, get her fame. People were rooting for Remy Ma. I'm still rooting for Remy Ma to this day. And I wasn't a fan of Remy Ma like that. I wasn't. I'm from the 90s. And my the women, Lauryn Hill, the queen. That's who I was a fan of. Lauryn Hill. And I think I probably gravitated more to Lauryn Hill because while I did grow up in the hood, I've always been an introverted intellectual. So when you're in the hood, people try to like, they do things to you that you're not used to. And so you have to kind of learn how to deal with them in the aspect that they're dealing, even though you're not used to it. So I had to learn hood law, if you will. I had to learn how it works. But naturally, I was an academic, intelligent, introverted person that would not bully or fight with people. But again, if you did this, it was going to be a problem. Just don't put your hands on me. That's why I drew the line. So Lauryn Hill was intelligent. She was dark-skinned. She was articulate. She was immensely talented. She was more of my speed. So I gravitated, and I always thank God to this day for Lauryn Hill. I even named my daughter after Lauryn Hill because I was so inspired by her intellect and her brilliance and her talent. So she was the epitome of the representation of a Black woman in entertainment was in the rap game in the 90s. Okay, and then if we go down the list, I would have to say Foxy Brown. I know, but Foxy Brown is very talented, also very beautiful. Lil' Kim, I can never leave Lil' Kim. I'm not going to talk bad about Lil' Kim. I know people want me to. I'm not going to. I have my reasons for that. I have respect for them. But Remy Ma, I'm not going to say I don't like her. I think she's talented, very talented. But I just wasn't like this huge fan of Remy Ma. But things change. I'm a fan of Remy Ma, not because of her musical talent, but because of what she went through. And like I said, she got out and she overcame and she married this Black man and they represented Black love. That is what made me a fan of Remy Ma. So in that sense, I was rooting for her, and I'm still rooting for her to just be the representation of a Black family, of Black love that is successful and that has won against all odds. And that's how I see Remy Ma. And that's where my support of Remy Ma came from. Looking at it, I didn't like what she did. At first I was like, wait a minute, this chick is violent. Somebody's sending me a text message. I don't know who this is. I hate when people do this to me and they don't say who they are. I don't know who you are. Anyway, I thought the act that she engaged in was very violent. But again, when you look at the situation of people going through a situation and they grow and they learn from it and they change their life around, how could you not root for the person? So in that sense, I saw her come out, she was apologetic, and she just a different person. And you could see the change in her. And how could you not root for a person like that? How could you not root for a person like that? I like for people to win. I like it when people, they go through a hardship and they change their life around and they win. And that is what she did. She won. Okay. So if this is true, because it's alleged, and I'm not going to say it's true, because again, I haven't seen no proof, no evidence, no footage of it. But if this is true, Remy Ma is putting all that she's worked for, all that growth at risk. And while I would never in my life, I just don't condone people putting their hands on people for talking. I just don't. Let people say whatever. I mean, this is social media. You're on television. You're on a public platform. People are going to say what they want. Public figures are going to get talked about. People are going to say stuff that you don't like. So if that's the case, everybody is going to be sitting in jail, because people make tons of videos about people all the time saying stuff that people don't like. What you have to learn to do is develop thick skin and walk away. Keep it moving. I've done it more times than I can count. I told y'all, I only draw the line. You do this. I live by that, because I'm a person that came from nothing, and I'm still not exactly where I want to be, but I came from a long ways. I worked my butt off, and I've been in situations where people in physical situations where they run their mouth saying stuff, and in the back of my mind I'm saying, I just keep it moving. Sometimes I won't even respond to you. If I see that you're that belligerent and you're not able to sit down and have a discussion, even though people have heated discussions where they disagree. But if I see that you're getting belligerent to the point of where it could lead to violence, I'm not going to engage you in that. I would never engage a person in that. You have to learn how to be disciplined enough to walk away. There is a difference between, again, self-defense when someone attacks you physically, not verbally. If a person is attacking you verbally, you have to learn to walk away. You do not put your hands on anybody because of that. Let people talk and say what they want. We are not going to be able to stop people's opinions, the expressions of their opinion on social media. Let me tell you, I have been talked about like y'all just don't know. I've even received death threats. Okay, fine. Just don't come to my house where I live and don't put your hands on me. If you do that, then that's where I draw the line. Other than that, I don't condone it. Now, let me talk about this Brittany Taylor person. Now, as Black women, I'm going to say this as well, because I do believe that sometimes we tend to provoke each other. I don't feel that you should be intentionally trying to provoke another person, and you know that person, but some of us don't care. Some of us don't even care. And that's the reason why I say sometimes I just keep my distance, because you know that there's not a real true love. There's no real love ethic in the Black community. There's no real love. Black people don't even like each other. Y'all can deny it all y'all want to. I know the truth. Black people don't even like each other. So we'll do things to each other to egg each other on and to cause discord and to cause confusion. And this chick, she knows what Remy Ma's situation is. And I don't know what the situation was in this particular instance. But we shouldn't, from what I'm understanding, this person, Brittany Taylor, has had a lot of back and forth with Remy Ma. My thing is, if you really about Black empowerment, if you really love Black people, why would you continuously come for and try to attack a person that you know that have came from a long ways? This is the flip side of it. That you know has a family, that you know that is on parole or probation. Why would you do that? Sometimes you gotta have a little bit of tact and a little bit of, I'm gonna throw these words out here because I don't think we have it in the Black community. A little bit of caring. I know that's foreign to some of us. A little bit of love for another Black person when we know a situation that they're in. And this is very unique because everybody knows the situation that Remy Ma is in. And as a Black woman, why can't you show her enough love to say, this is a Black woman that has children. She has a husband. She should be with her family. I'm gonna leave that alone. Why? I mean, it's almost like it is. A lot of people in the Black community, they'll know your situation, and because they don't like you, they'll try to make it worse. See, that's the darkism. That's the intra-darkism that I talk about. That's intra-darkism, people. To try to intentionally get your brother or sister, because we are still brothers and sisters, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. Try to intentionally get your brother or sister in a situation to get them in trouble. That's intra-darkism, and you're wrong for that. If you did that, if you doing that, Brittany Taylor, you're wrong for that. Leave Remy Ma alone. Just let her be. Think about if that was you and you went through that situation and you changed your life and you're on this positive trajectory. You have children, you got a husband. Think about if that's you. But I don't think we got compassion for each other like that. Black women do not have, not the ones in America. Argue with me if y'all want. We don't even like each other. That leads me in to talk about Nicki Manaj and Cardi B. Now, this is the darkism. Because I believe, and I'm the first one to say, I don't believe that another person has a right to put their hands on another person for words. You don't have a right to sit there and attack. I will never condone that. I only condone if you're attacked physically, then you got to defend yourself. But here is this is the part that it's hard for me to reconcile given this particular situation, because we know that Cardi B attacked Nicki Manaj. She should be in jail. So in that sense, I don't believe, if this were to actually be true, this is probably the few times that I'm going to say that I don't believe that Remy Ma should end up going back to jail, or, you know, definitely not going to jail if this is true. Because if she does, then that's darkism. If she does, then Cardi B, who actually attacked Nicki Minaj, Cardi B is light skinned. And here, this is where we go with the disparity between light skin and dark skin when we look at darkism and how it's carried out socioeconomically and socio-politically. Nothing happened to Cardi B. Cardi B went on to win a worthless Grammy, because it's worthless to me. I mean, you're not Lauryn Hill. You'll never be. Lauryn Hill got more talent right there in her pinky tip. You'll never be. But because of darkism, she didn't get locked up. She's not in jail. And don't tell me about, oh, well, she didn't shoot nobody. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't care. Okay, I'm being biased because it's a clear-cut case of darkism. And here you have this dark-skinned woman. Yeah, some of y'all are gonna say, well, she ain't at a, well, this darker-skinned woman who's did her time. She has clearly changed her life and became a better person and progressed. And then you got this person, you got her own brothers and sisters. You know what this woman is going through and I've been through. You come in and you trying to egg her on to get her in trouble. Man, it's darkism. And this is what a lot of dark-skinned people sometimes get caught up in. And this is why I'm saying to you, dark-skinned people, have self-control. Yeah, this is one of the best ways to combat this type of darkism, where you got, like I said, Cardi B, who attacked Nicki Minaj. That's assault. You attacked this woman, but you didn't go to jail for it. And now we got Remy Ma, who so-called allegedly did this to this young lady and who could possibly go to jail. Is that fair? I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. So what we have to do is we have to understand certain principles. And this, if we understood certain principles within the Black community, I believe it was scholar, what is his name? He talked about the love ethic that Black people need to have regarding each other. And the scholar's name is going, this guy is very, very popular scholar. His name is going to come up in my head. He wears big, thick glasses and a big old afro. And I heard him, I can't remember where I heard him speaking at. Let me see something. See, I could call her. I got to email this person back. It's a very important text. But I heard him talk about a basic love ethic. And he was saying it's not the love ethic where everybody is huggy, lovey-dovey. Not that. It's just having a sort of understanding, a quiet understanding and compassion and mutual respect towards the oppression and experiences of another Black person, because we're all oppressed. That makes me think about the book, Pedagogy of the Oppressed. Y'all need to read that book. And if Black people had that sort, but one of the things is the reality TV, it encourages violence between, or perpetuates, because the violence have always, what's on TV, I'm telling y'all, that's already been going on in the hood. I've seen it more times than I can count. I've been in more fights growing up more times than I can count. That's hood stuff. It's already been going on. But what reality TV did was they glamorized it. They make you think it's cool and popular, and it's not cool. I don't teach my daughter that. I teach my daughter self-defense, but I don't want her to be one of those Black girls that's loud and popping off. I'll do this. I don't like Black women like that. If you're a loud, ignorant Black woman always talking about fighting somebody, no, why do you need to do that? I would never say anything about, just don't touch me. You know, the quietest people, they're the ones you need to watch. You didn't know that? Not the belligerent loud ones, and I've seen them. I've been around all kinds of them. The bullies that we have in the neighborhoods, on the school buses and schools, that think that because they're loud and they want people to follow behind them. My mama always taught me growing up, don't be a follower. And that was a source of a lot of my conflict, because I'm not following you. I'm not bowing down to you. I don't bow down to nobody. No Black woman, no Black man. We don't do that over here. And that's a problem in the hood with a lot of Black people. And it goes on between black men and black women. If you're not following behind a certain, there was this one particular chick, she lived in St. Pete now. I never forget it. I got in a fight with her as well. Big beastie. I can't stand her. If I see her to this day, I'm gonna look at you and keep going. Don't touch me, because I ain't gonna lie, it's self-defense. Self-defense. That's the only time. But I'm gonna keep it peaceful. I'm gonna look and keep it moving. Don't put your hands on me though. Don't put your hands on me. That's it. But she was a bully, and I can't stand her to this day. I can't stand black women who bully other black women. I can't stand black women who bully other people. I can't stand, and I'm talking about black women because I am a black woman, and this is what I experienced and seeing growing up in the hood. So that's why I'm speaking on black women. But overall, in general, I don't like bullies. I can't stand bullies. Bullies, you're never gonna win. You're never gonna win. So if we stop trying to bully each other, if we stop stealing, like the black women on YouTube plagiarizing and stealing from Rashida Strober, if we stop stealing from each other, if we start to have respect for each other, that's really the key. If we start to have that love ethic that the professor is talking about with one of y'all might know, the love ethic that the professor was speaking on, then a lot of this stuff could be alleviated. If we stop, now we got a generation of kids that's looking at social media and looking at reality TV, which I don't allow my children to watch. I would not allow my children to watch that. No, we're not gonna watch this violence. If we stop perpetuating these things and trying to pass it off as something cool, because it's not cool. Because what happens to these people is they end up dead or in prison. How is that cool? Explain to me, how is ending up dead or in prison for bullying someone or for doing something physically, how is that cool? Anybody that's thinking that's cool, you are a detriment to black people. You are a danger to black people. I don't want my children around it. I've personally tried to, my very best, to keep my children from around hood violence. My son, he went to private school. And even then, there was some instances where I was paying all this money for him to go to private school, but then I saw them slowly bring in elements in there after starting to accept public vouchers. They started to bring in the very elements in the school that I was trying to keep him away from. So I didn't have that opportunity. I had to deal with it head on in the hood. And I'm saying, to me, it's not cool. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's pretty. I don't admire it. I think it's a detriment. Doesn't even make any sense. I think it's a part of the overall picture of genocide. You understand what I'm saying? Of black people. It's just another way for black people to destroy themselves with all the intra-fighting and the intra-darkism that takes place. So let's see. Refka G, you said, do you think Remy did? I don't know. I don't know, because in this day and age, y'all, there's social media, there's cameras. Most of the time, people be recording stuff, just like with Cardi B. No one can say that Cardi B didn't do. That's why she should be in jail. That's darkism that she didn't get locked up for that. And I don't like Nicki Manaj. I don't like Nicki Minaj's music, and I don't like her as a person. But I'm fair enough to say, you attacking this woman, you need to be locked up. Nicki Minaj should have pressed charges on her. Charges should have been picked up by whoever, because it was broadcast for the world to see. So with this situation with Remy Ma, I'm gonna say I hope it's not true, because I don't want Remy Ma to, as a black woman, watching another black woman come through all of this and getting to the point where she at. I'm gonna say I hope it's not true, because I don't want her to go back to jail. And I'm also going to say, if it is true, if she did do this, she's dead ass wrong. You don't have a right to put your hands on other people unless it's for self-defense purpose. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. And if she did do this, given the situation that you raised yourself out of, it makes no sense. Why would you even put yourself in that situation? You have to have more discipline to be able to hold your peace. But I'm also say this in the same vein. And this is probably one of the rare times that I will ever say this for someone that decides to attack or put their hands on somebody else. I don't think if she did do this, I do not think she should go to jail. I do not think her probation should be violated because she's dark skinned. Yep, I'm being biased and I don't even care because we got so many people. We got that light skinned model, for example, light skinned privilege he got. He's getting all this money off of his mugshot. You got Cardi B, who clearly, no question, attacked Remy and didn't go to jail. So why should Remy go? Why should Remy go? No. And again, I would normally never say this. But in this situation, this is what I'm saying. If she did do it, I think she should be given another chance. You know, I think that she should be given another chance because I believe that there's a possibility that someone put her in and I don't want to blame other people for this if she did, because I really don't think that you can really blame another person for your actions. I don't think you can do that. I think you are responsible for your actions. But if someone is doing things and saying things to you, you have to ask the question of, okay, how did it even get to this point? You do have to take that into account. But again, because of the darkism that I see going on in hip hop with people, with the black women in hip hop, the non-black women in hip hop, there is no way that I'm going to sit here and say if she did do it that she should go to jail. Nope. No. Because she's dark skinned. Yes. And I fully admit that. And I know some of y'all might be mad about that. Y'all might say, oh, Rashida, you're biased. But you got to look at the history of, let's go back. I talked about Foxy Brown. We got so many dark skinned female rappers that it always seems to be the dark skinned female rappers that end up in jail. That's darkism. That's darkism. Foxy Brown, even the great Lauryn Hill. What? Lauryn Hill? Lauryn Hill is too good for jail. What? How you lock Lauryn Hill up? What? Okay. Brittany, let's see. Sheeta D, you said Brittany got her stepdaughter attacked. Well, the proper way to handle that so that more violence isn't invoked is to deal with that with the law. And if that is the case, then what should have happened is I would have then went and pressed charges on her. I wouldn't have put my hands on her. I told you, the only time I would ever say hands on is in self-defense. And what do I mean by self? If someone attacks you, like I gave y'all the example of me walking out of this corner hood store, minding my business, and two females jumped on me and attacked me. That's self-defense. I had to defend myself. That is the only time. Other than that, because, you know, I don't like you or somebody attacked you, or, okay, if they attacked you, we're going to go and we're going to try to get them prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law so that you don't end up getting yourself in trouble and losing everything that you done worked hard for. This Brittany person, if that happened, if that really happened, she needs to be prosecuted. She needs to be investigated. If that, notice I'm saying, because I don't know. I'm going off of what y'all saying. But I'm just saying, I just have a problem with other black women trying to make it difficult for a black woman who done, you know, brought herself out of the gutter and to greatness and to a black family and a black, you don't do that. You don't have to even like the person. There's a lot of people in this world I don't like. But do I want to cause them harm? No. What I do is stay away from them. Don't go around the person. Don't go around the person. Simple as that. You don't need to. There's no law that says you have to go and communicate with this person. I told you, I see people in St. Petersburg, which I'm sure y'all might see in y'all city who you might not like. I'm not going to stop and have an argument with them. I'm going to keep it pushing. That's what you do. That's what you do. So that's my take on this. I got to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the creator, the inventor, the architect, the designer of the first platform in history for dark skin, known as dark skin activism. I really want to thank y'all for watching. I want to remind you guys of two things. Okay, on April 23rd, which is next Tuesday, I want you guys to go ahead and register for my Understanding Darkism course. All of the information to the course registration link is in the description to this live. I'm also going to be putting it on my website, darkskinactivist.com. So if you want to go to my website, it's not there right now, but it will be, the link will be up there. So I have 2 courses that I'm offering at 2 different times, or actually 1 course, I'm sorry, at 2 different dates. So the first one is next Tuesday, April 23rd. I'm going to be offering Darkism, Understanding Darkism. Anybody anywhere in the world can take the course because it's online. And then on May 21st, I'm going to be doing another Darkism online course / seminar. So I want to encourage everybody to share this information, and I want to encourage everybody to go ahead and register for the course. I'm going to quickly share my screen so that I can show you guys. One second. There we go. The screen sharing button was hiding from me. I'm going to share my screen. And okay, so this is, let's go to the April 23rd. This is the April 23rd registration link. And again, I have differentiated between them in the live chat. So you guys, I'm sorry, in the description, but I'm going to go ahead and drop both of them. Thank you very much, Ramona. I appreciate that very, very much. I dropped the April 23rd link, and then this one is the May 21st link. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time again. And yes, the price did go up. The April 23rd was the introductory price. It is no longer going to be the same price. Also included in the new price for May 21st Understanding Darkism course, you will be getting the book along with the course. So you do not have to worry about purchasing the book separately. So it's up to you. You have 2 choices now, and I will be adding more dates. But for right now, you can choose between the April 23rd Understanding Darkism course and the May 21st Understanding Darkism course. I just dropped both links there. And again, both of them are actually in the description. So I want to thank you guys for watching the world's first and only dark skin activist. Make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, and make sure y'all go ahead and register for the course. Rashida Strober is the only person in the world to focus exclusively on dark skin and has been doing so since 1998, as demonstrated by a 20-year body of work. Meet the founder and inventor of the first movement in history for dark skin, Rashida Strober, the world's first dark skin activist, founder of dark skin activism created in 1998. She is interviewed in Harlem after her show on the Dark Skin Activist Tour.
All right, so I am here with Rashida Strober, finally getting a chance to meet her face to face. We have, she's been on my show twice. Yep. Me and Unique. Yep. Unique should be logging on soon. And, you know, there were a few people that didn't get a chance to hear the interview, which they can log on and see. Who is that? See, I can't even see it. Because I'm so what? Heather Shack. Okay, so let me just say something about Heather really quickly. Heather enjoyed you so much the first time that you were on the show. She was actually one of the ones that was like, no, she has to come back. Thank you, Heather. And so I don't know, Heather, if you have a question, but we don't have a lot of time. But if you don't have a question that you want to pose, I just want to start off with a question that I've asked Rashida a million times before, which is what inspired her to do a dark-skinned woman's revenge. So in case y'all didn't hear the answer on my show, she can answer now.
Yeah, just my life experiences of wanting to tell my truth. That's really wanting to tell my truth. In 1998, Rashida Strober created dark skin activism, the first movement in history to advocate for dark skinned people, and called herself the dark skin activist. Rashida created the phrases dark skin activist and dark skin activism, Rashida also coined the word darkism. She is the first person in recorded history to create a movement of this kind. She is the first artist, author, actress, YouTuber, and social commentator to focus her work only on dark skin and has been doing so since 1998. She's written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Her books can be found at darkskinactivist.com. Rashida has been touring the country since 2006, giving darkism lectures and performances of her play. For bookings, go to darkskinactivist.com. Books include A Dark-Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober Sword, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, the first motivational book for dark-skinned females, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, Token, Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. The 20-year legacy of the dark-skinned activist continues. For more on Rashida's 20-plus years of original work as the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, there's only one. Visit darkskinactivist.com. Also on April 23rd, go ahead and register for the Understanding Online Darkism course, the first of its kind. Also register for the May 21st Understanding Darkism course.